Morning, folks. Morning, folks. It is Thursday. That means it's time. What the hell? I'm gonna beat my wife. Y'all don't know. My wife has an obsession with red ties. I don't know what the deal is with it, but she's a little crazy being an Italian. So, of course, naturally, I find them everywhere because she's just like, oh my God, red ties, honey. Red ties, red ties, red ties. And if she sees it, she's gonna kill me. Um, it's a little married thing. It started because I don't put red ties back on bread. I think they're fucking useless. Anyway, y'all aren't here for my married follies. Or maybe you are, I don't know. But I'm actually here to do a tarot reading as it's Thursday, April, what the fuck day is it? I should know, April 9th. And we're here for a tarot reading. And yes, you saw an interesting box at this deck here. This is my Rider-Waite tarot deck. I think I told you guys some time back that I had one, an original or regular, like non-themed or anything like that. This is the effective original tarot deck that a lot of people swear by starting off with. The artwork is very basic, but it cuts to the point. For example, here are 8 of Swords. Has very simple imagery. You've seen it in a lot of other cards I've pulled. Let's give you an example. Try to find. Here we go. El Emperor, you know, that sort of thing. In terms of basics, basic artwork. El Ermitaño, the Hermit. Right, very, very basic, but very, very understandable artwork in that. And again, this was a deck that was gifted to me porque yo hablo español cuando necesito y cuando tengo que hablar con clientes at member services or, you know, FSA feds. But I rarely use this deck. Nothing against it, actually. I like it. I just prefer to... actually, I kind of prefer to do this deck when I read from this deck to actually read in Spanish. So when I used to put Instagram posts up, I would do that for you guys. But hoy es un leyendo en inglés. Yo prometeo, yo te prometeo, te prometeo. Because I'm guessing most of my TikTok people or anyone on social media doesn't even know that I speak a second language. So there's that. Y'all been watching, I don't know, anything lately interesting? Me neither. My wife and I are watching The Man in the High Castle on the weekends. So, honestly, life is good. The only complaint I have is that my work schedule next week is fucked up, but I'm glad to have the work schedule for next week. That being said, this reading might be at an odd hour of the day on Thursday because I don't recall off the top of my head when I go in. We're going to give you guys a reading, though, here. And the thing about the original Rider-Waite Smith deck, I forgot the basics in terms of how it was composed and how it came together. The original practice of tarot was with pictures, but also with regular cards. And the practice for tarot reading is old, but the actual decks are only a couple hundred years old. So it's not one of those relatively ancient, esoteric, oh my God, the Romans were doing it, and the Gypsies were doing it, and the Sumerians were doing it things necessarily. At least if they were not doing it in the form that we recognize today. My history is buried on it. I'm still learning a lot about the history of it. There's a couple of books I want to pick up for history of it and kind of how it came about. But it started in Italy. So there you go, guys. Anyway, this is my marker for clipping this because I've been doing these too long, over 3 minutes, and Instagram's like, we're not going to preach these. Well, fuck you, Instagram. This is my marker, and for my work associates knowing this is the wine for the night. I'm until 9, folks. So, you guys ready for a card? Because these cards are ready for you. Let me get a sip of coffee real quick. The meaning doesn't change. Generally speaking, this is the... You can kind of think of it as the master deck, if you will. Or don't, but you can when you're learning. Okay, now they're ready. Your card for the day from our Rider-Waite. Is there a translation in here? There is not. Didn't think so. Reina de Copas. Reina de Copas. Cosas hoy son para su corazón, or more importantly, the Queen of Cups. is comfortable. She's seated well. She's well spoken, but she's going to speak the emotional part from her heart. So when you pass on your information today, if you're my coworkers, or if you're just having a good day in the wild, where wolves roam, make sure you speak your mind from your heart. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. This is the ultimate, outside of the Empress, the ultimate card of self-care and love, and that includes doing for others, as that does feed the soul as well. So make sure you are paying attention to that big Reina de Copas energía. Pronto.